Look at that, guys. We got some LED action going on here, brother. Morning. Monday here in Rusty, Rhode Island. Let me look right at the date so I don't say April. August 10th, 2026 here in Rusty, Rhode Island. 5:15 a.m. So yesterday, we went over and purchased some LED bulbs. I had no idea they sold 1157 version of an LED that's bright enough to use as a tail light. Although it did say right on it, not for so off-road use only. So I guess that's their little disclaimer, but it's plenty bright for what I need it for. Got that little bit of a sliver of a moon. Sun's just starting to come up now. It's getting a little lazy in the morning. Every morning it gets a little bit lazier sleeping in. Before you know it, won't be light until almost 7 o'clock. And then we kick into daylight savings time. Maybe not, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I'm just leaving these LEDs on for a little while. And I'm not feeling them getting hot at all. In fact, I don't feel any heat. So if I had regular bulbs up inside of there, those things would have already been cooking. So it's been wicked hot here, and it's kind of been keeping me in the house a little more, taking a lot more breaks than I usually do because of the heat. I get up inside under that AC and don't want to come back out. So let me show you what I've been doing. Deep purple. Lazy. Not warm at all. No heat at all. So yesterday, I was out here working for about 4 or 5 hours. I got in yesterday and I just couldn't do anymore. And that was in and out of the house too, so probably didn't actually work the whole 5 hours, but so I did take a few breaks in between. I took the lids from the cans and I shaped it to just fit inside of here. So I've got that pushed in. I had to take a screwdriver and work it in slow. So it's bit in. It's not going to fall out. I'm going to eventually put a couple of blobs of silicone. But I can get it out if I have to ever change the LED, which I don't know if I ever will. But so I still have to go pick up the insulation. And because the insulation is only like a 1/2 inch wide, I'm going to do a double strip of insulation around here, and then that'll fit into my can nice and snug. You can see now that it's quite a bit of distance that I have to make up with the insulation, but if I get that marine window door insulation, it's about that tall, and it'll work out fine. And then eventually I don't know if I'm going to have to put like a screw on either side, top and bottom. I don't know. I might be able to get away with just putting one screw from the bottom and tap it right into the lens itself to keep it straight in the can. So I made a third can actually that I've been using for mock-up, because I didn't want to scratch the paint. I already hit my head on this one time this morning coming in with the lights off. Don't get me started. Stupid me for hanging it there. It works so good there, but I bang my head all the time on it. It's like when I used to wear a hat in the shop, I would walk into the tires of the truck or the car on the lift because it'd be blocking your vision. So that's that antique gold color, painted inside and out. So I've been doing the inside as well. I'm going to put multiple coats on this because I want to build it up really well. I shouldn't be touching these. I'm going to have to wipe them clean. A little speck of something got on there, but you can see they're coming together, and those will be installed, and then I have to fish my wires through there. I'm going to have to make a chase, a snake, a wire snake to pull them through. What I'll probably do is I'll have the wire snake in place, and then I'll put the can on, pull the snake out the rest of the way, tape my wires in, and pull the snake back. I kind of have a plan to do it. That should make it kind of easy. Going to be putting another coat on those. Not right this minute, but going to be doing that today. I've still haven't checked the air in the tires. I am definitely going to do that this morning and blow all the leaves out of that thing with the blower. Open the tailgate and blow them all out. What a bumper crap. It was just too damn hot out there yesterday. All right, here we go. A little more coffee. I don't know if I've ever shown you the thing that I film on. I went over to AutoZone and I bought this little jig. So the piece that clamps to the phone just detaches pretty easily. And I just have a suction cup and stuck to an old crappy piece of plastic plate that was tenet left. But I can just put that back on. But it works pretty well. I can adjust it. It'll just up and down. Yeah, these are gonna work out well now. I've got the lights. I didn't know that. I've seen like LED 11 that fit into an 1157 slot, but they weren't bright enough. I tried to use one on my motorcycle years back, and I'm talking. So, once again, technology has surpassed my knowledge. They do make them now. Somebody commented in the chat too that, but I had already bought them. See, what I did was I went online and I was looking at actual lights, and I was trying to find like maybe a 3-inch light that I could put down in the very bottom of the can, and then just have it shine through the lens. And then these popped up that they would fit into an 1157 socket and would fit this truck. And so it's like, looking it up as the 90. It's interesting. My 2001 has them funky light bulbs. I hate them. They plug in like a 194. I think I said 194 instead of 1157 yesterday. That was another. And like I say, I don't edit my mistakes out. I just tell you the next day that I'm an idiot and I made another mistake. I don't know. It is what it is. I got to go down to the store. I got to get the insulation. I got to get the liquid electrical tape. I got to get a few other odd and ends. And I'm not sure if I want to go ahead and put them on and try them on before I paint or after. I think I'm just going to wait until after I paint the truck to put the lights on for the first time. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my wire in the hole, run it down to this point, then I'll put the light on, You can see I got the double washers. Stretching the washers out to so it goes on easier when I do get ready to install it. I just put them on there and tighten them up against the double nut. But you can see I got the double washer, and I still got to clean this up with the grinder. And it was really difficult to work yesterday and do anything where I had to wear a mask and glasses. It was just like I was having a hard time breathing. It was so thick, the air. So I'm not going to be doing that kind of work when it's that hot. But I got to clean these up. Then maybe put a little filler around it. And I got a little touch up here I got to work on, finish filling that in. Got a few things to do. And then I'll be getting back on getting the body prepped for paint. I don't know if I'm going to have this finished in time before I go up to Canada. I'm not in a big rush either, so I'm going to figure that I'm not going to have it painted before I go. That way I don't rush and do a half-assed job. I want to try to do all... I got a few modifications I want to do. In this area, I'm not sure if I'm going to go back with the toolbox or use that fuel can I was talking about. I have a military fuel can that can sit right here. What I could do is reduce the size of the box so it's only a couple of drawers and have the can underneath. I don't know. See, that's all the things I'm still mulling around in my head, and I don't want to throw paint on it until everything I'm going to do. On this side, you can see I made that little shield just to block the bottom. And this is where my hose roll goes for the torch. This side is that toolbox that would be all your little nuts and bolts and everything you might need on the job. But I never made that piece in there because the toolbox covered it up. So I might be making a piece to go in here to fill this in behind the fuel can. See what happens there. That's why I don't think I'll have this thing painted before, so I'm not in a big rush. I want to really, this is my winter truck, so I don't need it. It's off the road until November, so then in November the the golf truck comes off the road, and the 4x goes on the road. This one does good in the snow, let me tell you. That big blizzard we had last year, I had no problem moving this truck around. I was going to the store and everything else and driving through drifts and everything else. The only thing I was worried about when I was going through drifts, I didn't want to bend my front end up though. So I was kind of a little cautious just blowing. I didn't want to just blow through drifts or something. But it went right through all the windrows and everything. And guys get out there, they plow snow one way, and then it makes a big windrow across the street the other way. All right. Beautiful day. Beautiful morning. Look at that sky. Oop, looky lucky, she woke up. Okay. You want to... All right. She wants to come outside. That's the guard dog. Nobody messes with my property, brother. I got Lucky on this side. I got Tyson on the... Lucky's on the west side. Tyson's on the east side. Nobody can get in my property without... The oil man showed up the other day. I knew he was here. The mailman, I knew they were there. UPS delivery, I know they're here. My alarm system. Alright guys, hope you're all enjoying your Monday. Get out there and get something done. Don't be a lazy ass. Out from Rusty Road Out.